Businesses are expecting to raise prices, so about 40% of small businesses expect to raise prices. It's for a combination of reasons. They're paying higher wages, they're seeing higher prices from their suppliers, and so they're trying to pass these along. I think price increases should be rather modest, but as the economy continues to improve, small businesses have a little bit more pricing power, and they are going to be taking advantage of it over the next 6 months.
Are small businesses feeling the impact of the tariffs yet, and are they able to increase those pass on, I should say, those increased costs to their consumers?
Yeah, I think small businesses don't appear to be terribly concerned by the tariffs. Some of them will see better sales because of the tariffs. Some of them will probably be harmed by the tariffs. But generally, I think given the strong economic environment, they do have room to both pass along some of the higher costs to their customers, but also I think they have a little bit of room in their margins. Margins are pretty good right now, so they can absorb a little bit higher input prices as well. So I think we will see some positives for some industries and businesses, some negatives, but generally I think the overall impact on small businesses is going to be fairly small.
Sounds like small businesses are in pretty good shape. I mean, if they are able and they're confident that they can pass on modest, cost increases to their consumer in the form of higher prices, that's a pretty good spot for small businesses to be in.
I think that that's correct. They're benefiting from the expanding national economy. They're quite optimistic about their own sales and profits. They expect both of those to increase over the next 6 months. So I think small businesses are feeling good right now. About 40% are expecting to hire over the next 6 months. So given the overall environment, they're in good shape and they're feeling pretty optimistic about the way things are going, even if they are a little bit less optimistic than they were 6 months ago.
So why are they less optimistic than 6 months ago?
I think some of it's seasonality in the data, so they generally are less optimistic in the fall than they are in the spring. And then also, I do think that some of them are concerned about the potential impacts of the tariffs. They're also, however, feeling upbeat about the tax cut, so that's a positive. But I think I don't want to sell too much the fact that they're feeling less confident. I think they're still in pretty good shape, and compared to the almost 15-year history of our survey, they're doing quite well.
If the trade war with China gets worse, Gus, and we put tariffs on every single item that is brought in from China, how does that impact your view of the impact on the economy, given that it seems like, at least for small and mid-sized businesses, they're able to weather at least the initial impacts of the tariffs pretty well?
Yeah, I think, first of all, that the survey was taken before the Trump administration imposed 25% tariffs on $200 billion in Chinese-made goods. So I think they haven't seen the full impact of those. Those were just implemented last week. And certainly, if we were to see additional tariffs, that would become more of a concern. Some of it is that they didn't feel the full effect of the tariffs. I do think that if we impose additional tariffs, that will put additional costs on the U.S. economy. So I am concerned about the prospects as we see more tariffs from the United States, more tariffs from our trading partners, that tit-for-tat retaliation, and that does have the chance to create a greater negative impact for the U.S. economy over the longer run.